Welcome. We are going through our breakthrough series today, and my name's Christa Starn. We are going to be doing a faith-fueled freedom class. So get some comfortable clothing, grab a space where you can move and relax, and join us. All right, we're just going to start seated nice and comfortably, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to just take some time here to close the eyes. Start to focus on the breath. So as we inhale, think about sitting up just a little bit taller, maybe drawing the shoulders back a little bit more. Thinking about lengthening up through the crown of the head. On the exhale, thinking about continuing that length, but pressing down into the sits bones, finding that strength in the core, finding strength in our foundation. Just feeling maybe with each inhale, just a little bit more peace rolling into the body. And on the exhale, feeling anxieties or tension that we might be holding in our shoulders or our jaw, just to roll out of the body. Nice. If you would like, we're going to open up the eyes and start to move with the breath here. So inhale, we'll bring the arms up overhead, reaching up to the heavens, pressing the palms together, bringing that into heart center, sitting nice and tall. Just continuing with this movement. Inhale as we reach up, exhale as we press the palms together and draw the shoulders back. Last one here, just welcoming that breath, that peace. Maybe taking our intention today to God's peace. We're going to start to work on some things that maybe will help challenge us, to maybe break through some things, to enable us to be a little bit closer to who God is calling us to be. Sitting nice and tall now, just staying here in this strong posture, shoulders back, feeling that strength. And then releasing the hands, we're just going to slowly rock side to side, starting to open up the side body. Allowing the head to rock side to side. Slowly, we're going to rock over to the right side, take that right hand down, lift the left hand up and over the body, press the left hip into the mat. Nice, back to the center, just rocking once again side to side, loosening each time just a little bit more. Taking that over to the left, hand comes down close to the body, right hand reaches up and over. Press that right hip down as we lengthen from the hip to the rib cage, from the rib cage up through the fingertips. Nice, coming back to seated. We're just going to do a little cat and cow here. So tucking that tailbone, rounding up through the upper back, tuck the chin. Inhale as we open through the chest. Exhale as we round. Creating a little bit of movement in the spine. Linking that to the breath. Last one here, we're going to come back to that neutral position, just sitting tall. Once again, coming over to that right side, reaching the hand up and over. If you want, you can take that top leg out, that left leg out, maybe lifting the hips, Maybe pressing into the blade of that foot. Setting that back down, bringing the legs back in, just rocking that once again side to side, maybe in a circle. And one more time, we're just going to take that left hand over to the side, reach the right hand up and over. And if you want, taking that right foot out to the side, lifting the hips, press into the blade of that foot. Making sure we're breathing in this posture. On the next exhale, we'll set the hips down. Winding those legs back up, just sitting nice and comfortably. We're going to take the right hand across to the left knee, or right in front of the knee, and opposite the left hand to the front of that right knee. And we're just going to round out here. Exhale. On the inhale, open. Should find a nice stretch in that upper back. Again, lots of breath here. Exhale, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone, and rounding all the way up. Accentuating that breath. Inhale, open. Nice, releasing those hands. Let's bring that one more time up over the head. Exhale, palms press. Really drawing the shoulders back, feeling that strength. We're going to take the legs out in front of us. We're going to come to a boat and slowly just allowing the toes to stay at the mat. We're going to roll back and back in. So we're going to lower the body down. If you need to take your hands down to your sides, just protecting that low back, feel free to do that. We're working in the core, strengthening, warming up those abdominal muscles, just sliding down and back in. Nice. Let's do one more here. Down and back in. We're going to take those arms, wrap all the way around the knees. Really sit nice and tall here as the shoulders drop back. And then exhale, just gently tucking the chin, rounding through the upper back here. Nice, coming back to that neutral position. Lots of length in the spine here. Again, you choose where you want to have the hands, to the sides or here at heart center. We're going to just gently lift one leg at a time. So sitting, finding that balance point right up underneath us, and just really engaging the abdominals. The belly draws in here. If you need more of a challenge, you can do both legs at the same time. I'm already shaking, so I'm good here. Let's do two more. Nice job. Let's take those feet together. Allow the knees to fall out, sitting nice and tall, and just gently starting to hinge forward here. Maybe rocking the side to side, little stretch in the low back. Breathing into this stretch. Ezekiel 2:6-7 says, Son of man, do not fear them or their words. Don't be afraid, even though their threats surround you, like nettles and briars and stinging scorpions. Do not be dismayed by their dark scowls, even though they are rebels. You must give them my messages, whether they listen or not. But they won't listen, for they are completely rebellious. Maybe as we go through our practice today, thinking about pushing past our fears, allowing God to take us into places that we might be a little weary of. On the inhale, we're going to come back up to seated, sitting nice and tall. We're just going to sweep those feet out from underneath us. We're going to come to hands and knees. So taking those wrists right under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're just going to do one cat and cow here. So inhale as we open up for cow, lifting the tailbone all the way through the spine. Exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone. So initiate that movement from the core, from the abdominals. And then just gently rocking the hips back to the heels. We're going to walk those fingers forward, maybe rocking side to side, very gently coming into this child's pose. Just going to rock forward and back. So pressing the weight forward, the wrists are going to come right up underneath the shoulders as we're pressing the hips forward, and then press the hips back to the heels. Maybe rocking this a little bit to the right or the left as we press forward and back. Nice job. This time we're going to tuck the toes and lift the hips gently so the knees are still at the mat. We're just coming a little bit higher with the hips, allowing a nice release of the chest to come down towards the mat. Nice stretch in that upper back. Inhale, we'll press forward. So we're in a modified plank here. Slowly we're going to lower down. Elbows go into the sides. Just peeling up, little baby cobra here, peeling up with the chest. Nice. Exhale, lower, press into the palms, lift the hips. Tuck the toes if you'd like. Maybe gently rocking that side to side. We'll just do that one more time. Inhale as we lift up. Exhale as we slowly lower, making sure the elbows are scraping the sides as we lower down. Working into the triceps, peeling up, little baby cobra here. Using that back strength as we lift. Exhale, lower, press into the palms to lift the hips, child's pose. Lifting up slightly, we're going to take the hips over to the right and walk the hands to the left. Just finding a nice stretch through the side body, all the way down into the hips. Lifting up slightly, we're going to shift that over the other direction, walking the hands to the right as the hips fall to the left. Nice job bringing that back to the center. We're just going to tuck the toes. Gently press the hips back one more time, walking those hands forward. And gently pressing into the hands, we're going to walk the feet forward towards the hands, bending the knees, roll all the way up. Big breath in here as we come to standing. Nice. Let's sweep those hands up overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to hinge forward, hands out to the sides. Hold it here, half lifted. Really lots of strength in the back as we reach the fingertips away from one another. Engage in the core. Belly draws in, and then we hinge forward. Nice deep forward fold. Your hands can come to your thighs, the shins, a block if you have one handy, or the floor. Maybe bending into the knees one at a time, maybe swaying back and forth. And gently just bending the knees, we're going to roll all the way back up to standing. We're going to do that 2 more times. So sweep the arms up overhead, big breath in. Little baby back bend here. Interlace the fingers. Maybe release the pointer fingers up and back. So we open up through the chest. Engaging in the belly as we come back to standing, and exhale, hinge forward, holding here. Making sure we're breathing. On the next exhale, we're going to hinge forward here. Again, the hands can come to to wherever feels good for you. Bending the knees, slowly rolling all the way up. One more time, hands up overhead, big breath in. Little baby back bend and release the fingers, release the pointer fingers, shoulders back, open the chest. Hips stay in line with the heels. And inhale, come back up to standing, really engaging in those core muscles as we exhale and hinge. Holding here. Airplane arms, feeling that strength, maybe feeling a little stretch through the arms. Exhale, hinge all the way. Maybe coming this a little bit deeper into this posture. You can bring the hands behind the legs. Maybe you want to bend the knees and take the hands, the palms, up underneath those heels. Slowly, maybe working on straightening out the legs as the top of the head comes a little deeper to the mat. And bending the knees will release the hands, slowly rolling all the way back up. Big breath in as we rise up. Let's take those palms together, just coming into this mountain posture. Standing nice and tall, rooted into the mat, rooted into our foundation, into God's word, His truth, His promises. Making sure to find that breath. Bring that God-given breath all the way down into the belly. Exhale, allow the breath to roll all the way out. All right, we're going to step that right foot forward. We're going to step the left foot back. We're going to come into a low lunge. So we're going to go ahead and drop that back knee, that left knee, and just press the hips forward here. Our hands are going to come down to the mat, but make sure that that ankle is just tracking right up underneath that knee. I'm going to take the hands to the inner part of that foot and allow the knee to fall open. Should be feeling a pretty decent stretch in this left side. Slowly, maybe twisting gently towards the right, allowing that left hip to fall down towards the mat. We can take that right hand up onto that knee. Nice, coming back to the center, hands down to the inner part of that foot, pressing forward. A nice stretch all the way up through that psoas muscle on that left side. Nice. Now shifting the hips back, we're going to flex this front foot. You can take your hand to the other part of that leg, flexing the foot, and really energetically, we're going to be resisting this stretch. So it's almost like you're trying to pull that foot back. We're really engaging in the hamstring, drawing the toes up, very active here. Holding this, feeling this resistance. Maybe you're shaking, that's good. Continue to resist. Do 3, 2, on 1, relax. Allow the muscles to relax a little bit as we hinge forward just a little bit deeper. Nice job pressing forward on the inhale, setting that foot back down. We'll press the hips once again forward, coming into this low lunge. Nice. Nice. One more time, we're going to flex that front foot, draw the hips back, engage in that stretch, resisting here. Maybe finding that space that's just a little uncomfortable. We're not rushing ahead, we're not pushing through and injuring, but we're just not running away either. We're holding that. And then on an exhale, I want you to release the tension in that muscle and maybe feel the chest come a little closer towards that thigh. Nice job. Inhale, pressing forward, low lunge. This time, bending that back knee. And if you would like, reaching the left hand back for that foot. You can reach down towards the ankle if that feels okay for you. Breathing into this space. If that is not available for you today, that's totally fine. Stay in this low lunge. It's a good place to be. Nice job releasing out of that. Both feet come back, child's pose. Walking the hands forward away from the body. We're going to press into the elbows, take the hands up overhead, and allow the head to rest at the mat. Pressing gently into the elbows, stretching through the triceps. And the hands come back down. We're going to bring that left foot forward, this time in between the hands for that low lunge on the left side. So once again, making sure that ankle is forward enough that it's tracking right up underneath the knee, or maybe just slightly behind, but we don't want the knee to come past the toes. It's a little bit safer here as our hands are on the mat. It just isn't going to give you the same amount of stretch here on this opposite side. So pressing forward, just finding that stretch. And then we'll take the hands to the inner part of the foot and allow that knee to fall open. Should initiate a really nice stretch. Opening in that left hip and allowing that right hip to come down towards the mat. We're gently just going to twist over to the right. Again, find what feels good for your body. We're not pressing into painful movements here or postures. We're just working into what feels good for our body and not running when it gets a little uncomfortable or a little sticky. We want to kind of hang out there for a few moments and allow the muscles to have a chance to start to relax into this posture. Nice. Bringing that back to the center, we're going to come to that low lunge. Pressing forward once again, and then drawing the hips back, flexing that front foot. So the hands will come to either side of the leg. Engaging here, flex the foot, almost like we're wanting to draw that heel back. So the hip is drawing back, but our hamstring is really engaged here as the toes drop towards the nose. Lots of resistance, holding and breathing. And it's okay. It doesn't matter where you are as far as coming towards the thigh. You can be up a little bit higher. You can be down a little bit lower. It's totally fine. One more breath. Exhale, relax, and allow a little deeper stretch. Maybe allowing that chest to come just a tiny bit more towards the thigh. And the next inhale, lifting up, pressing forward, finding this low lunge. Really allowing the hips to press forward, so we should find that really nice stretch in that front part of the right thigh. Coming all the way up to that hip bone, into that psoas muscle. And one more time, flexing that front foot, draw the hips back, really engage here. Resist, resist, resist. Feel the tightness of the muscle. Feel the strength of the muscle. Holding here. Almost like an internal struggle on the next exhale. Go ahead and release. Consciously feeling, seeing, visualizing that muscle start to lengthen. Nice job. Let's press forward one last time for this low lunge. And you can bend that back knee and reach, if you would like, the right hand back behind and grab onto that foot. Totally up to you wherever you are today. And then we'll take both feet back, just coming into this child's pose, allowing the head to come to the mat, fingertips reaching forward, just gently rocking side to side.